About a month ago, I made a video titled, "What if the big one was made in 2025? And since then, it gained a lot of views and you guys seem to like it. So I thought, what roller coaster can I do this to next? Now, over the past year, I've been recreating the whole of Alton Towers in my series Planet Towers, so make sure to go and give it a watch. But because I've already recreated RITA and the Dark Forest, I thought, let's recreate RITA, but in 2025. So in this video, we're going to be doing exactly that. So without further ado, here's RITA in 2025. So as you can see, RITA has now disappeared. Farewell. Anyways, so yeah, we're going to be building this as a Max Striker coaster, I've decided, because when there was lots of rumours, and there still is, of RITA being removed, lots of people were saying they want a Max Striker in its place. So we're going to build it as a Max Striker. Of course, Max Strikers aren't in the game, so I found this like modded version on the workshop and it looks great, so we're going to use that. We're going to keep this station and we're not really going to do too much theming, but if you want a part 2, then let me know and we will theme it. Perhaps it might even change to get a new theme. So we're going to start off with a classic start to a Max Striker. We're just going to do a launch. Now, I think we should do kind of a... yeah, we'll do a straight launch into a big top hat, because of course RITA didn't have a top hat, so it'd be kind of cool to give this new version a top hat. And we'll say about 50 miles an hour for this first launch. I want to try and include multiple launches in this, so that'd be kind of cool. We don't need too long of a launch. Now it's decided to float mid-air, but yeah, we figured it out. It does reach 50 miles an hour at that point, so yeah, the launch is tiny. Great acceleration, and let's build our top hat now. I genuinely don't know whether to do a normal top hat or some kind of special one. Now we need to remember to keep it below the tree line, which I kind of forgot about, so maybe 50 miles an hour is too much, but we'll see. So there's our tree line. So I think what we're going to do is do what RITA originally did and have some green track above it, just to cheat the system a little bit because of them residents. So there's our green top hat. Looks great, doesn't it? And then I think we go straight down into kind of a steep drop. I want this ride to get more intense as it goes on, because of course RITA would have been, or was, very snappy and intense, so we've got to keep that. But of course it's a Max Striker, so we're going to focus on inversions and lots of airtime. So at this point I think we could bring it behind the building, which we'll keep, and let it go down to the ground a bit. And then we'll keep RITA's original turn around here, but I'm going to give it some sort of outer banked airtime first. Round we go. We're going to try and make it to 13. I don't want to keep it just as a normal corner because that'd be quite boring. And I do think an inversion would be quite cool over the 13 entrance sign, so we'll try do that. It's going to be very tight, this. And straight into the tree. Great. So we're going to make it go up like it originally did at this point. But I think we should kind of have some very steep launch here. That'd be cool. So yeah, it's not going to be like your normal Max Striker, because of course we've got to fit in with the terrain and everything and all the trees. So it'll be quite a unique ride, this. And that's us going above the tree line once again. So that's great. Guess we're going to have a bunch of green track now. I'm going to try to not do it anymore. We're going to kind of give it a stall before it goes round over the queue line. So yeah, it's not going to be the best Max Striker, but of course we don't have to keep the same layout. I'm going to make it a lot longer than RITA as well. Oh, and there's still an old support there. Great. And then I want to do a proper stall here, like Voltron kind of. Give it a big spine on there. And then we're actually going to send it back this way, unlike old RITA. And then I'm going to leave it there and smooth it out and see how it runs, and then we'll keep on going. Of course, we could have done anything really. I could have done an Intamin Blitz. I didn't really think about that. So if you want me to do an Intamin Blitz, a modern one, let me know in the comments. I might do another part to this, because that'd be quite interesting. Or we could have even done like a Ride to Happiness style ride. Of course, I don't think Alton Towers would ever buy something this expensive, but you never know. That inversion is very snappy. Oh god. I mean, we do have an inversion up here, so I might just get rid of it. Yeah, we'll do some sort of overbank instead. I've got to make sure we've got enough clearance as well, because the seats are slightly wider. So I've just watched the POV back in it. It's not the smoothest, but we'll keep on building it for now and do some more smoothing later. And I really want to give it some sort of proper Max Striker element, maybe like a beyond vertical launch. So we could even go into kind of a show scene halfway, something to do with the Dark Forest, and then have it launch vertically. I might do that, doing some sort of inversion over this building. I don't even know what this building's for or used for. And yeah, of course, go check out Planet Towers, the series where this has all been made. Of course, I've deleted half of it, but that's why I thought to do this video as well. Now we just need to find somewhere to do our little show scene. We could do it in this empty space here. I think that's what I'll do. Little overbank or outer bank into some brake run down here. We can have a little block section. We won't have to stop it here. We can just have it rolling through it, because we need enough room for the launch. And then we'll make it go straight into the launch. This will be the final part of the ride. So there's our little Voltron thingy. We're going to have to make loads of this track green, but oh well. That was way too fast. Yeah, this ride's going to have a lot of near misses. I think I'm going to have it try swoop between this gap in the trees here. That'd be quite cool. Now we need to somehow get it back to the brake run. I've done some weird like inversion upwards into some sharp banking. But yeah, it's looking like it's running quite well at the moment. It'll need another layer of smoothing, but so far, not too bad. Give it a few more bits of airtime here. And of course, we'll probably move the position of the brake run. It doesn't need to be in the same place. Just don't want to crash into 13. We need to remember it's right there. And a nice little airtime hill to end it off. And here's our brake run. Very wonky at the moment. That's better. Now I'm going to go smooth it out, and then we'll be able to see what it looks like. And there we go. It's the new RITA. That entrance sign is terrible. Anyway, yeah, this looks really cool. I've kind of added the custom supports. Well, not custom supports. I've put them on the pieces of track that I want them to be, so it's like half custom. Yeah. But yeah, it didn't turn out too bad, and most I guess love this, especially when they hit into a support. Yeah, there's lots of near misses on this. But yeah, overall it looks really good. I'm really impressed with how it turned out. We've got a lot more of a long layout within the space compared to RITA, and I think it's got half decent layout. It's actually dueling as well. I didn't mean for that to happen. That looks really cool. Anyways, we'll go watch an on-ride POV, and I'll get us some off-ride shots to end the video. Okay, so here we are on our train. Oh, we're already launching. Yeah, there's no one sat there because I can't, because it's a fake seat, but you know. Into that airtime hill, great, into this turn, and then we've got kind of an S-bend here, which was more exaggerated. Oh, into a tree. It was more exaggerated, but it wasn't smooth, so yeah, I'd rather it be smooth. Nice bit of airtime there. Into the stall, well, one of the stalls. Generally can't remember. Oh, they've got no head now. Generally can't remember how many stalls I put on this ride, but you know, a lot. Very intense inversion there. That guy's lost his head as well. And then into our little show scene, which I've not built, probably in a shipping container. You know, keeping with the realism. Yeah, that kind of counts as a stall there. Into a nice floaty airtime hill, and then we're gonna do a little swoop through the trees into that inversion. They've lost their head again. More airtime. Little, yeah, you should get a bit of airtime on there, and then we have some hang time before going into our final airtime hill into the brakes. I think that's a semi-decent Max Striker for what it could be. I'm really impressed with how it turned out. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out Planet Towers. If you want a part 2 where we will theme it, or even just make an Intamin Blitz or a totally different ride like a Mac Extreme Spinner or something, I've got a lot of pieces of track to make green. I'll leave you with some off-ride shots. Thank you so much for the support on the big one video, and I'll see you in the next one.